Fortnite has changed a lot over the course of the last few months, and Cypher has already made a video about it, and I want to tell you my part as well. Starting with the lost story. The story of Fortnite, it used to be very precise and very simple to follow, and with the whole live event thing, very intriguing, and you would want to be there. And it changed in a way that it is not entertaining anymore. If you really think about it, when was the last time Fortnite was really entertaining? You probably can't really remember it, right? Because I can't either. And all the content that has been added after Chapter 1 pretty much feels like just a remix. If you really think about it, was there a new shotgun in Chapter 2? Probably not. A new AR? Nah, I don't think so. Because if you really remember those times, they were just a remix of already existing guns with the same code but a different image. And one thing that pretty much changed as well, visually but not physically, is the movement. Yes, the running thing was added, but the whole movement thing, it wasn't faster, it wasn't slower. It was the exact same speed, but a different animation, making it feel like you were moving at a slow speed. And that was not really something most people liked. Even nowadays, most people or many people don't like the new movement system, especially because of the whole mantling and hurdling thing. Because if you're mantling, sometimes it's very clunky, it doesn't work all the time, and the most annoying, of course, it does it when you don't want it to do, and it doesn't do it when you want it to work. So, yeah. And the whole direction Fortnite is moving in is not really something entertaining. It's not something that most people would want to follow for the next few years, because Fortnite is moving into this kind of metaverse, and it's trying to be good at everything while failing at most of these things. If you really think about it, Fortnite has added so many modes that it is very difficult to follow each one of them. And you have normal builds, and you have zero builds, you have normal builds ranked, you have zero builds ranked, you have reload ranked, reload zero build, reload zero build ranked. You get it, right? And of course, most of these new game modes are just washed down versions of other games. Think about it. Fortnite Ballistics washed down CS:GO or Valorant, more Valorant than CS:GO. And Fortnite Lego is also just a washed down version of Minecraft. And the stage thing, also washed down version of like Guitar Hero or something. That is one of those older Xbox games. And the way I see it is Fortnite is trying to be good at everything, as I said, but failing at most things. You can't be good at one thing and expect to do good at other things as well. Fortnite has always been a game of a fun and entertaining battle royale game where you can build. And back then, Epic Games said they don't want to be like all these other battle royale games where you can only move around, drive in vehicles, and, well, last player standing wins. But now it's not the case anymore. You have cars, you have this whole new movement system, you have zip lines. There's so many things that it is now a fast-paced game compared to what it used to be, because it used to be a slow-paced game. Because if you remember in the old seasons, you pretty much only had shockwave grenades and launch pads for movement. Yeah, okay, then eventually there were shopping carts and golf carts, but those were added in a way that they were faster, of course, but not too fast, too powerful, so that Fortnite would become a very competitive and fast-paced game. Nonetheless, Fortnite is an old game. Yes, Fortnite is roughly like 33 seasons old, or for those who don't know, 8 years, which is impressive. If you look at PUBG, PUBG has a really low player base nowadays because it's an old game. It doesn't have so many updates and there's not many new things being added. But people still play it because it's fun and they don't sweat. You know, if you really play PUBG, most people play it strategically. Fortnite, there is no strategy behind it. You just gotta beat everybody else. And of course, you will never get this old feeling and this nostalgia back. That's for sure. But you can at least reduce the way Fortnite works now. You can make it better. Yeah, you can't expect to be good at everything. You have to concentrate on one thing only. Now, one thing that I always wanted to talk about that most people hate, yeah, I would say hate, is bots and skill-based matchmaking. Both of those things don't make any sense. Think about the bots. If you really play against bots, if you're a bad player and you get killed by them, you don't really realize that those people are bots. But if you're a good player, you can distinguish bots from actual players, and it's really frustrating because it doesn't feel rewarding getting a 10 kill game or even a 5 kill game, because back then it was something special because you killed 5 players. Nowadays, if I'm winning a game, I probably killed like, let's say 12 to 15 players, and I can guarantee you at least 10 of those players are bots, if not even 12 or 14 even. You know, so you technically only kill the last player if you win. The same thing with skill-based matchmaking. Skill-based matchmaking doesn't work in the way where it is really a skill-based matchmaking, because if you stop playing the game for a few weeks or a few months and you get bad at it and you kind of lose touch of how the game really works, their skill-based matchmaking system doesn't account for that. So essentially you're playing at the same level with less skill, and this is what is happening to me. I haven't played for 2 years, and it's not fun anymore. I pretty much always play ranked because those players are mostly on my skill level, but still there are people that are questionable. And the only way and the best way to fix that is to just add a button or a switch to the matchmaking option where you can turn on skill-based matchmaking or turn it off. Doesn't matter, as long as you can turn it on or off. Because if this actually happens, it feels more rewarding to actually win a game or get a 10 kill win. So, and pretty much the last thing, more like the last two things I want to talk about are hackers, and there hasn't been a blow up really. If you think about it, the last people that really blew up in Fortnite's content creation or making YouTube with it or being a streamer are Peterbot and Moneymaker. I can't think of anybody else who has blown up because of Fortnite content, which is really annoying. And now many new content creators on YouTube are hackers. You know, hackers, and they have and they also gain a lot of subscribers because of the hacking community. People who want to search for hacks, people who want to know hacks work. And these people watch those videos and these people will blow up. You know, the hackers. I know it's impossible to always get 0% hackers, that's sure. But you can at least prevent it by securing your servers so that people can't really look at your files or your code. So you can prevent hackers from finding weak spots or the way you program. Yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on that. I don't think Fortnite is in a good state, and it's not bad. You know, Fortnite has still consistent 2.5 or 2.3 million players per day. However, Fortnite is not really a game that I will be playing or making content on. I'll change my content up. It's more, of course, still in the first person shooter scene. However, I will change to more like Call of Duty, Overwatch, Valorant, and other first person shooter. You know, I still like this gaming scene and I don't want to throw this all away. And I want to still make this content and still get somewhere with YouTube. So, yeah, with now pretty much everything out of the way. Please let me know what you think about it. Um, Maybe I've missed something that you think is also important that you that I should have talked about a bit more. And let's just leave it at that. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you kind of learned something. Maybe you agree with something, maybe you don't. Um, but yeah, um, if you did watch this video till the end and you aren't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It would really help me out. You know, it would really help me grow. And yeah, thank you again very much for watching. And I hope to see you in the next video as well. Bye.